one comes from Jaime off our Facebook page. Do either Mauricio Herrera or Terence Crawford deserve Fighter of the Year nods above Gennady Golovkin, Floyd Mayweather, or Manny Pacquiao? Let's look into this. Who did Floyd Mayweather fight this year? Marcos Maidana at the beginning of the year and Marcos Maidana at the end of the year. If anyone else would have fought Marcos Maidana twice, would they have deserved Fighter of the Year recognition? No. Who did Manny Pacquiao fight this year? At the beginning of the year, he fought Timothy Bradley in a rematch. At the end of the year, he fought Chris Algieri. Now, if any other fighter, not named Manny Pacquiao, would have fought those same two guys this year and won, would he deserve Fighter of the Year award? No. Now, Triple G Gennady Golovkin, the hottest boxer right now, his name stays in the mouths and the articles of those top media guys. And yes, it's because of his knockout streak, but more because some of these bigger name writers have an agenda. Who did Gennady Golovkin fight this year? Asumana Dama in February, Daniel Gale in July, and Marco Antonio Rubio. Now, fighting Gale and Rubio just by themselves is a pretty good year because he won by knockout, although that Rubio knockout was one of the most shadiest endings I've seen in boxing in quite a while. So he's close to deserving Fighter of the Year, Gennady Golovkin is. But let's see who these other guys, who I think had a better year than them. Mauricio Herrera signed a contract, a 3-deal contract, fight contract with Golden Boy Promotions. His first task was to go to Puerto Rico, Danny Garcia country, and fight the champion there. The WBA and the WBC titles were both on the line. And Garcia, he was taking his school in front of his fans, in front of his public, but still got the decision, and Mauricio Herrera got robbed. No rematch. After that, in July, Herrera fought for the interim WBA World Lightweight title, World Light Welterweight title against Johan Perez, and Herrera took him to school. Perez had one loss, and he became the interim champion. Now, this past Saturday night from the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas, Mauricio Herrera, on a top-ranked show, took on highly touted Jose Benavidez Jr. and took him to school for 12 rounds and once again was robbed of the decision and had his belt taken from him. He had 2 losses this year, but in reality, he had 2 wins. He beat Danny Garcia and he beat Jose Benavidez Jr. 2 prospects that will definitely lead the sport in the next decade were beaten by a guy who had just turned pro at 27 years old. And that is a fantastic year. Mauricio Herrera had a better year than Gennady Golovkin. His wins were better than Gennady Golovkin's wins. His wins were better than Mayweather's wins. And yes, his wins were better than Pacquiao's wins. But who had the best year of everybody? I believe, and I called it last month before he beat Ray Beltran, Terence Crawford has had the best year in boxing. The 27-year-old kid who fights at lightweight started his year off by going to Glasgow, Scotland, and taking Ricky Burns' belt in a unanimous decision. Nobody beats Ricky Burns and gets the decision like that, especially not in Glasgow. Hey, and Ricky Burns was being ducked by a lot of people. Nobody wanted to go to Glasgow. After that, he fought another guy who's being ducked by a lot of fighters, Yuriorkis Gamboa. He fought him in Omaha. He came back home, and that fight was one of the best fights of the year. Yuriorkis Gamboa was obliterated in the 9th round when he got dropped by Terence Crawford, who had not shown us that power until then. Because he's grown more into a better boxer and a brawler. Lastly, this past November, back in Omaha, he fought another guy that a lot of people dug, Ray Beltran, and Crawford won every single round. Now Crawford is the WBO World Lightweight Champion. He fought everyone he had to and everyone he could in that division, and now he's moving up in weight. Terence Crawford, in my opinion, had the best year in boxing. He solidified who he is. He cleaned out the division. He showed us he can box. He showed us he can brawl. He defended his championship, which he won in another country, and his wins were better than Golovkin's wins, were better than Floyd Mayweather's wins, and were better than Manny Pacquiao's wins this year.